to Eva's Art Studio channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make slime with PVA powder. So if you don't know already, PVA powder is basically like a glue in powdered form and a lot of beginners who have tried making slime with like PVA powder and it turns out too lumpy or too sticky or just not slime. Well, this video is just for you. So first, you'll of course need PVA powder. And guys, this is actually PVA powder, but I put it in this bottle so no one would mistake it as something else because it looks a lot like baking soda and like cornstarch mixed together, and you definitely don't want anyone to mistake it as something else. You'll need a mixing bowl and a mixing tool. And it does not have to be this size or this kind. It can just be a bowl and a spoon, but it could just be a bowl and a spoon, and that's fine. You'll also need a spoon. And it's best to use like disposable, and plastic spoons like this one so you'll know how much to measure. Other spoons like baby spoons or like doll spoons, those spoons are like really tiny and it will be harder to measure because it's a tiny spoon and you have to like pour more liquid into, and you have to measure more liquid with it. So you'll need water and slime activator. So once you got all the materials, let's get started. So start out by measuring 1 spoonful of PVA powder. And guys, before putting the powder on the spoon, you have to make sure it's like completely dry. It doesn't have any liquid or gels on it. It's because if it does, then the powder will like start clumping up, and you don't want that to happen. So you definitely don't want any liquid things like shampoo, like gel or like water. You don't want any of those on your spoon, okay? So start out by measuring one spoonful of PVA powder. So you definitely want to do it near a bowl because if it spills on your table or wherever you're doing this, then it's gonna be hard work to clean all that up. Cause powder is really hard to clean off of the ground or the table or especially carpet. So you definitely want to do it near a bowl. So once you measure that, you're going to just pour it in your bowl. So now let's measure our liquids. So start off by measuring 3 spoonfuls of water. So that's 1. Otherwise, the slime will turn out to be really dry and not stretchy. I'm gonna add a few more spoonfuls of water, so that way it will turn into slime and not lumps. So once you got the water measured, you're going to put your finger on this part of the spoon. So you see that, like me. So now you're going to squeeze activator in that. And a lot of you have probably been asking why not the whole spoonful. Because if you add the whole spoonful of activator, then it will overactivate the slime and become lumpy. So now you just mix everything together. So when you first start mixing, it will produce a small piece of lump like this. Here, let me show you guys in a closer view. So it will produce a small pieces of lump like this one, and if your if your mixer produces like this small pieces of lump, then that means you're doing the right thing. But if it produces a piece of lump with a lot of lot then 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 your slime's gonna be a fail. So now you're just gonna keep mixing it until like most chunks have dissolved. And guys, also like mash up the chunks as you mix, so that way they'll be faster and not a lot of work. So if there's extra of these lumps at the bottom, then you definitely want to use your mixing tool to scrape it off. So that way you'll have a bigger batch of slime, and it won't be like very hard to clean all that like stuff off your bowl at the end. So mash until there's small pieces. There's only small pieces of the PVA lumps, or mash until like all the PVA lumps have like fully dissolved. So if you're using more PVA powder, or like you definitely want to mash them up so you'll get a bigger batch of slime. So how do you know when you're done? So you know when you're done, like when there's less of these like white PVA chunks in the water, and like when the the liquid becomes like a thicker paste, like like wallpaper paste or liquidy glue, or just like glue, and that's like when you know it's ready. Once your mixture looks like this, or when there's no more chunks in the water, then like it's time to add your activator. So add little squirts or spoonfuls at a time until you reach the desired consistency you want. And also smash as you mix, so that way your slime won't be too lumpy or too hard. So if your slime turns out to be too hard or too lumpy, there's no need to throw it away. So all you do is just microwave for a few seconds, or like a minute or two, then your slime will turn back to its normal consistency. If you accidentally microwaved it too long and it turns into sticky slime or glue, then you could redo it by reactivating the slime using slime activator, or you could just like fridge it for like few minutes as well. So both of these ways can work. So how do you know when the slime's ready? So you know when it's ready when it starts peeling excess slime off the bowl, and when it's a thick and stretchy paste. there's still in the slime, and you want to like stir and like smash it to like get those chunks away. So now when your slime's ready, you're going to take it out of your bowl like that. Play around with it. Until your slime reaches a stretchy, sticky. Play with your slime, it's best to like scrape all the excess slime off your bowl, so that way you'll have a bigger batch to play with, and like you won't have to wash all that thing off your bowl at the end. Use your mixing tool or your hands to scrape all the excess slime off the bowl. Scrape as many slimes as you can get, excess slime as you can get off the bowl, so that way you don't have to use of tap water or sink water to like wash all that slime off. So if your mixing tool is not working to like get the slime off of the bowl, well then you can use to like kind of scratch it off. Now you can use your nails to scratch all the slime off. There's slime on your hand, you could just like take it off with your other hand, and like once most of it or all of it is taken off, it's time to put activator on your hand. Of the slime off my hand, but now it's time to put activator on. So stick your hand out like this, and then I'm just gonna put this much of the activator on my hand. I'm gonna use my other hand to scrub the activator on equally on both hands. So now I'm gonna grab the slime and just like knead it a little bit to make it the desired consistency I want. When your slime is mixed, you will notice some small PVA chunks in there, like, okay, see it, but like here, because the light over there is kind of bright, so you will start seeing these kind of chunks in your slime, and it's fine to have them in your slime. You could just like squish the chunks up just it. You're very good at making powdered slimes. You can also improve the texture by adding by making different textured powder. So let me show you the ones I made. So this one is my blue metallic slime powder, and all you and all you need is like this PVA powder and like any type of like meat of pigment, or you could use mica powder as well. And the next slime I made is slime, and like all I did was use good essential scent oils and some coloring to color it, so that way it's not just a boring plain slime. Slime that's just scented. So this one I call shooting stars because I put star confetti in there. And I know you can't really see the star confetti right now because it's buried in the powder, but promise me there is shooting stars in there. This one is like foam balls slime, and it has some colorful foam balls in there. And in my second video, I'm gonna show you how to make all those textures. So if you want a clear slime, then like you store it in an airtight container or a Ziploc bag for up to 3 to 4 days to make it fully clear. So the thing about PVA slime is that it clears up faster, which I like about, because like making slime with clear PVA glue or just like clear slime glue, those like usually take 7 to 10 days to clear up. But PVA slime clears up pretty fast. Well, mostly depends on like what type of PVA slime you're making. If you're doing the ones where you add water to the PVA and then you just like stir until most chunks have dissolved, and then you add the activator, then that takes like 7 to 10 days. But my texture only takes 3 to 4 days or 4 to 7 days to clear up, which is pretty fast. So this slime also makes nice bubble pops and pokes as well. And it also has a unique clear texture, as you can see. Well, that's the end of the video. Guys, see you guys in my next video. Bye.